everyone. The very last story that I want to read to you in library this year is The Librarian from the Black Lagoon by Mike Thaler, illustrated by Jared Lee. The Librarian from the Black Lagoon. Today our class is going to the library. We've been hearing some really scary things about the place. The library is somewhere behind the boiler room. It's called Media Center of the Earth. Mrs. Slusser is the librarian. The kids call her the Laminator. They say she laminates you if you talk in the library. She also has a library assistant named Igor. You know you're getting close to the library by the signs on the wall. No talking beyond this point. No whispering beyond this point. No breathing beyond this point. They say you're allowed to stay in the library as long as you can hold your breath. Some kids last as long as a minute. That doesn't include the time in the decontamination room. There you put on hairnets and rubber gloves. Next, you have to go through the gum detector. Bzzz. Once you're finally in the library, you can't actually check out books. In fact, you can't take them off the shelves. To keep the books in alphabetical order, Mrs. Slusser bolts them together. Also, they say the shelves are electrified. Zap! If you twist your neck and squint, you can read the spines. Everyone says the best part of a library visit is story time. All the kids stand at attention while Mrs. Slusser reads one of the cards from the card catalog. Or, if you catch her in a good mood, she'll recite the Dewey Decimal System by heart. They say Mrs. Slusser has a crush on Mr. Dewey and that she carries his picture in a lead locket around her neck. She also has rubber stamps on the soles of her shoes, and wherever she steps, it says, "Overdue." She seems to have ears in the back of her head. If she catches you whispering, you're laminated. They say she puts glue on all the chairs so you won't wriggle. Then she shows you slides of all her vacations since 1902. She goes to the same place every year, the Library of Congress. Mrs. Slusser also subscribes to 3 magazines, the Mortician's Monthly, the Complete Pamphlet of Zip Codes, and Spots Illustrated, the magazine for cleaner laundry. These you do get to read. But stay away from her plants. They are Venus flytraps. And don't pet the animals in her petting zoo, which contains a piranha and a porcupine. Don't go near her computer either. It uses a real mouse. Well, it's time to go. As we get near the library, there are lots of signs. Books are fun. Books are joy. Read. We spray for bookworms. Books can take you everywhere. We march right in and sit down in little chairs. These must be the ones without glue. Mrs. Slusser comes over with an armful of books and puts them on our table. Hello, children. Hello, Mrs. Slusser. Then she smiles and hands me one. It's a book of knock-knock jokes. I saved this one for you. Knock-knock. Who's there? Dishes. Dishes who? Dishes a nice place to be. Ha! I'm going to love the library. The end. Now I have a question for you. Did you know that Mrs. Slusser is a real person? She is. She is a librarian at Colonial Heights Middle School. She is going to be your librarian next year, and she is wonderful. She told me to tell you, though, that she will laminate you if you don't return your books. But otherwise, she's great. I promise.